There are crops that feed nations, and then there are crops that build civilizations from the ground up. Long before industrial farming, long before hybrid seeds and chemical fertilizers, there was a plant so powerful it shaped empires, survived droughts that destroyed entire harvests, and quietly sustained millions of people across the ancient Americas. Yet today most people walk past it without knowing its story. It is not corn, it is not wheat, it is not rice, it is amaranth. For centuries this plant stood at the center of human survival and culture, only to be nearly erased from history. So the question is simple. How did one of the most resilient and nutritious crops in human history disappear from our farms, and why is the world beginning to look back at it again? Before we dive deeper, if you enjoy uncovering forgotten agricultural history and ancient food wisdom, take a moment right now to like this video, share it with someone who loves history, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Nature's Flora for more untold stories from the natural world. Now, let's step into the story. The forgotten backbone of ancient agriculture. Amaranth was not just another plant in ancient farming systems, it was a cornerstone of survival across regions like Mesoamerica and the Andes. Civilizations such as the Aztec, Maya, Inca, and Pueblo people cultivated it extensively, not as a minor supplement, but as a daily staple. Archaeological findings suggest it was grown for thousands of years, deeply woven into food systems, medicine, and even spiritual practices. What made it so valuable was its ability to thrive where other crops failed. While maize often struggled in poor soil or dry conditions, amaranth continued to grow. It tolerated heat, poor nutrients, and inconsistent rainfall, making it a reliable source of food when famine threatened entire communities. In many regions, it was grown alongside other staples, ensuring that even in the worst seasons, something would survive. A nutritional profile ahead of its time, modern science has confirmed what ancient farmers already understood through experience. Amaranth is not just a survival crop, it is a nutritional powerhouse. Its seeds contain significantly higher protein levels than most common grains. And unlike many plant-based staples, it includes lysine, an essential amino acid that is often missing in cereals like corn and wheat. This means it offers a more complete protein profile, supporting muscle repair and overall body function in ways many grains cannot. The leaves of the plant add another layer of nutrition. They are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, often containing higher levels of calcium and iron compared to many commonly consumed leafy greens. In practical terms, this means a single plant provides both grain and vegetable yields, offering sustained nourishment throughout its growing cycle. This dual-purpose nature made amaranth incredibly efficient for ancient communities. It was not a once-a-year harvest crop, it was a continuous source of food. The rise and suppression of a sacred crop is, honestly, a fascinating chapter in history. Despite its agricultural strength, amaranth's downfall was not due to weakness but power. When Spanish forces arrived in the Americas, they encountered civilizations that held deep spiritual connections to this plant. It was used in rituals, molded into ceremonial foods, and treated as a sacred element of life. To the colonizers, these practices were misunderstood and seen as threats to religious control. As a result, amaranth cultivation was heavily suppressed, fields were destroyed, and its growth was discouraged or outright banned in many regions. Over time, what was once a dominant crop was pushed into secrecy. But it did not vanish. It survived quietly in hidden gardens, preserved by indigenous families who continued to grow it away from public attention. Seeds were passed down through generations, ensuring that the plant endured even under pressure. One of the most remarkable aspects of amaranth's history is not just its agricultural strength, but its cultural resilience. While large-scale cultivation disappeared in many regions, small-scale farming kept it alive. Communities continued to grow it in backyard plots and mixed gardens, maintaining its genetic diversity and traditional knowledge. This quiet preservation meant that amaranth never truly went extinct in cultivation. Instead, it remained in the background, waiting for conditions where it could once again be recognized for its value. Today, amaranth is slowly re-emerging as scientists and farmers revisit ancient crops for solutions to modern challenges. Its ability to grow in poor soils, withstand heat, and produce high yields with low water input makes it especially relevant in a world facing climate stress. Growing amaranth is surprisingly straightforward. It prefers warm conditions and well-drained soil. Once established, it requires minimal maintenance and becomes highly drought-tolerant. Farmers value it for its rapid growth and dual harvest potential, offering both edible greens and grain from a single planting cycle. Its seed heads mature into dense clusters that can produce thousands of seeds per plant. Once harvested and properly dried, these seeds store well for long periods, making it an excellent crop for food security planning. As global temperatures rise and water resources become more unpredictable, agriculture is being forced to adapt. This is where amaranth begins to regain attention. It performs reliably under heat stress and requires significantly less water than many conventional grains. Beyond resilience, it also offers dietary benefits that align with modern nutritional needs. Gluten-free, protein-rich, and packed with micronutrients, it fits into a wide range of diets and food systems. Researchers have even explored its potential for extreme environments, including space agriculture, due to its efficiency and adaptability. Amaranth's story is not one of disappearance, but of survival in silence. It endured conquest, neglect, and industrial displacement, yet it never stopped growing wherever it was allowed to survive. Today, as we face increasing pressure on global food systems, this ancient crop offers more than history. It offers direction. The future of agriculture may not lie only in innovation, but in rediscovery, and amaranth stands as proof that some of the most powerful solutions are not new at all. If this journey into forgotten agricultural history resonated with you, subscribe to Nature's Flora, share this story with fellow history enthusiasts, and stay connected as we continue uncovering the plants, knowledge, and traditions that shaped human survival across generations.